With the hand-ear coordination that I'm going to show you, you're going to be able to put a blindfold on like this, and you're going to hear with your ear, like for instance, I don't really care what key this is. Using this technique, I know where I'm at in the middle of a scale at all times. You ever heard of the cage sequence? This breaks that down as well. And it's more than just being able to play a chord in 5 different positions. You're also going to know, using this sacred guitarmetry, I call it, it's like geometry, but you're going to know backwards and forwards, up and down, which pattern you're in at all times. You're never going to be lost in the middle of a scale pattern again. And that's just level 1, okay? That's going to be the white belt that you're getting for free right now. And then we're going to take it beyond that. Not only are you going to be able to play in any key, you're going to be able to sing the note before you hit it. Right? You're going to be able to have a hand-ear coordination. You're not going to have to think about this. You know, if you go to online to YouTube, you see a lot of guys talking about theory, minor 7 flat 5s and Lydian modes and mixed Lydian, Aeolian, Ionian, Dorian, all of that stuff, right? And that's nerd talk. You don't need to know that to understand it, because all they're saying is that basically if you're playing in a major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, you're starting on the do for an Ionian scale, you're starting on the re for a Dorian scale, you're starting on the mi for a Phrygian scale, and those also represent notes, C, D, and E. Those are different starting points. So we're going to take a lot of the mystery out of all of that stuff. We're going to take the mystery out of the cage sequence. You know, the cage is really good for knowing how to play a chord in 5 different positions, but do you know all of the patterns in between there? We're going to cover that. We're going to cover the Nashville system, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, and that's how they write chord progressions. We're going to talk about which chords are minor and major in that. You're going to be able to write hit songs. You're going to know the patterns and the scale progressions that all the songwriters use. We're going to delve into, you know, lead phrases as well as chord progressions. We're going to delve into all of it. I went to music college, and you know, I got into student loans and student debts, and eventually I learned that I wasted a lot of time in college. John Mayer went to Berkeley. He dropped out, immediately became somebody that didn't need the training wheels anymore. And that's what I want to do for you guys. Like, I understand, you know, guitar playing needs to be fun, and I want to make it addictive for you. Instead of picking up a video game controller, and instead of picking up your screen with your social media, I want you to pick up your guitar. That's what I want. That's what I want this to do for you, because that's what guitar did for me. And I'm not the best public speaker. I don't have a script here. I'm just shooting from the hip, just being authentic and real with you. I love guitar. If it wasn't for guitar, I wouldn't be making multiple 6 figures a year, traveling all over the world. I could go into that story as well, but I'm not here to pump up my ego. I'm here to show you how to put this into an application that you can use immediately. From playing a simple chord progression, you know, if you don't know bar chords, let's just play an A major. So we're gonna go, right? So we're in A major, right? Not A minor, right? We can do A minor too, but A minor would look nice like this. That would be in the G position. On the cage sequence. So you'll be able to sing these notes as you go along. So this is the basic gist of what you're getting here. I don't have a fancy studio. I'm not the best sales guy in the world, but I do have something I've been working on for 20 years, and I've taught over 10,000 students how to master the fretboard, but without all of the jargon. Basically just using your intuition, shutting your eyes, hearing a note, and being able to play backwards and forwards, up and down the neck without even thinking about it, okay? That's gonna be level 1, pentatonic. And then we're gonna go to the red belt, which is pentatonic blues scale mastery. And you're gonna be able to play all the blues scales. And there's there's an extra note in there that you can play with, that you can phrase with, and it opens up a whole new world for you. So you're gonna know pentatonic blues mastery, you're gonna know the cage sequence, all in the red belt. And then for the final belt, the black belt, is diatonic. That's going to be all of the mixed Lydian, Aeolian, Locrian, Dorian, all of those scales as well. So we've got a lot to cover, but it's going to be really fast. You're going to see the first video is only 15 minutes long. The second video is about that long. And the last video maybe about 20 minutes. But in all of this, you're going to know the Nashville number system. You're going to know how to play. You're going to know the names of the scales, not that that's important. You're going to know the names of the notes all over the fretboard without even thinking about it. It's going to be second nature. You're going to be doing this blindfolded. You're going to be calling it out. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. With the pentatonic and with all of them. We're going to do one string solos. I call them trombone solos because it sounds like kind of like playing a trombone. But you're going to master intervals. Like you're going to know half notes and or half steps and whole steps. You're going to be able to sing these, and you're going to be able to just learn your style. You're gonna be able to pick up your style, because you're not gonna learn Jimi Hendrix licks or John Mayer licks. You're gonna be able to just take this, and it's not theory. It's just knowledge. It's just wisdom, and you're gonna be able to apply it immediately with muscle memory. Just like you're playing a guitar or a video game, you're not having to look at that video game controller, right, and say, oh, that's the B button. You're gonna know it instinctively. Just like when you're typing on a keyboard. That's what this is gonna do for you with the guitar. So go check out your email right now. We probably sent over the video the link to the first white belt video has probably arrived at your inbox. Check it out and take a look at it. And also, if you want to take a look at it and go deeper into the diatonic and all of that, like we have the option there too. I'm not really good at this sales thing, like I said. I'm not really good at public speaking. I don't have a fancy studio, but what I do have are the keys and the codes to mastering music. And once you get it on this guitar, you're going to be able to apply it to mandolin, ukulele, cello, any stringed instrument, right? And then you're going to be able to apply it to any instrument whatsoever, the keyboard, all of that, because you're going to understand the geometrical shapes behind it and the intervals. You're going to be able to hear intervals before you hit them. You're going to be able to know the difference between a major and a minor, you know, and we can get into other chords as well as we go deeper. But right now, out of the gate, we're going to master the pentatonic scale, blindfolded, be able to sing every note. Then we go from there to the blues, and then all the diatonics, the Nashville numbers, all the scale mode names, and all of that stuff. So it's going to be very complete, and it's going to be in a very short amount of time. Let's get started. Cheers.